Welcome to the channel. My name's Shane. I hope you're doing well. In today's video, we're checking out the Marshall DSL20CR. Now, it's been many years since I tested one of these. I actually did use one in a live situation a little while back in the Keys to the Guitar Shop series, but it's been a while since I've got one at home. And I wanted to answer the question whether or not this is a good amplifier for home practice. Now, it's a 20-watt tube amplifier, so my instinct would be no, but it does have a 10-watt power attenuation built into the standby switch on the front. So you can basically switch it down to a lower volume. At the end of this video, what I'll do is talk a little bit about how it feels to play, what I think this amplifier could benefit from, and just the overall experience here in the room. One of the commonly asked questions I see come in about the Marshall DSL20 is it too loud for an apartment? The answer is yes. Don't buy a 12-inch speaker amplifier for an apartment. They're all going to be too loud. Unless, of course, you get something like a digital modeling amplifier where you can really, pull the power out of it, or you play with headphones or something like that. These type of amplifiers are best suited for someone in a house where you're not going to annoy the neighbors. Because even on 10 watts, I'm sure my neighbor on this side right here can hear it. So yeah, he's a little deaf, so it's all right. A massive thanks to Sky Music for the loan of this amp. I don't get to keep it, it goes back to the shop, and all thoughts are mine as per always. Let's do it. Let's talk about the playing experience with this amplifier on 10 watts. So the clean tones are very nice, but it starts to inherently break up a lot sooner than it would on 20 watts. So if you want the most clean headroom, 20 watts is still the best way to go. And then you can just sort of finesse the amplifier a little bit using the volume control for that particular channel. And being that we get a gain control on the clean channel, you can experiment around, just find the tone that's sort of in your head with that. So that's cool. Let's talk about the drive channel on this amplifier, because we only get one, unlike the Marshall DSL40, which has the classic crunch channel and the ultra gain channel. The DSL20 only gives us the ultra gain channel. I think if this had the classic crunch channel built into it, it would be the perfect 20 watt amplifier. I really hope Marshall re-release this just with the crunch channel and clean channel option. That would be fantastic. But while it did perceivably sound fizzy in the room to my ear on that ultra gain channel at 10 watts, listening back to the recording here through my studio monitors, it recorded great. I was using the AEA N22 ribbon microphone just in front of the amp here, and the tones were really nice on the recording if you like those higher gain tones. I really wanted to talk about this today because I feel like a lot of people are like, should I get the 20? Should I get the 40 for home practice? If you want the best tone, you'd be better off with the 5. The 5 allows you to get a great sound at a low volume, whereas this at 10 watts sounds okay, but it sounds better at 20 watts. And that's kind of how these valve amps work. You kind of got to get them up or on their max volume setting sometimes to get the most, or power setting I should say, to get the most out of them, and this amp is no exception. The clean tones are very usable at 10 watts, but the ultra gain channel sounded a little fizzy to my ear. Some of the tones I got at the end though were quite cool, so yeah, you can be the judge of whether or not it works for you. I think the benefit of this amp is though, it's loud enough to jam with friends, and with a band, it's super loud at 20 watts. You'd be surprised. The speaker really does throw a lot of wind, but you can also just use it for home practice, but you're going to be sacrificing, you know, the feel and the tone and all that kind of stuff once you start talking about lower volume tube amps. So I'd recommend checking out the 5. The 5's awesome. I want to retest that, but until I do, I'll link up to my old video up here or wherever it is, and you can take a look at that. That's a great home practice amplifier, but I like this amp. It's fun. It's got a great clean. It's got a great drive channel, and I hope this video was helpful. See ya.